Hello, good morning. I am starting a writing vlog this weekend because I really need to get my shit together. And the best way for me to do that is to do a writing vlog so that I am accountable. I've been up for about an hour, maybe less. And I'm kind of ready for the day. So this is what my plan is this morning is I'm going to maybe go to Michael's because I want to look at their baskets and browse Christmas, because now I'm starting to get into that mode now that we're coming to the end of Halloween. I just have some really great ideas of how I'm going to theme my rooms this year for Christmas, and I'm just getting really excited for it. And then I'm meeting my BFF at Old Navy at 11 because she said they got really cute activewear stuff. So I'm gonna go there with her and we're just gonna look around. Probably gonna spend some money, and I don't know, I might go to Barnes & Noble, I might go to Sephora, because there's some things I really want to get. An eyebrow pencil because I haven't had one for 7 months, and the ones that I've been using are drugstore and I don't really like them as much. And here's the thing, even though I plan to like shop a little bit this morning, I plan to be back around at least by 1 o'clock. I feel so guilty like going places. Does anybody else like feel that way about with like the pandemic and stuff? Like I feel awful going somewhere because I don't even think the last time I've gone somewhere other than the grocery store is like back in early September, late August, when I was buying like fall decor stuff. I also don't want people to think that like because I'm out I don't think the virus exists, because obviously it does. So Preptober. We are 7 days away from NaNoWriMo. Have I done any prepping yet? No. It's only because I'm still doing some revision. So I'm finishing up about halfway through notes for when Marina's read Crow Family for me. Even after that, I still plan to go through it again to kind of read it quickly and catch like all like the continuity things, adding some things that I've been thinking. But not like a lot, just like lines to like enhance feeling and world building and stuff like that. And you guys, I was so nervous for Marina's to read this, and I'm like, look girl, I know this book is not like your thing. And she was like, no, she's actually really surprised by how much she enjoyed it. I just know like this genre, the tropes that I'm using and stuff like that are just like usually not, like I know my friend, I just knew she wouldn't like it. But she actually didn't. And what I really liked about her notes, so she said she thought I did the world building really well, and that was one thing I was worried about, because I'm like really entrenching as much as Catholicism as I can into a fantasy setting. So I'm really glad that that read well, because I did a lot of overhaul with that after Katie from Katie Ann read it, and she wanted me to beef up the world building a lot more. Because of that, my brain just hasn't been able to like fully adjust to doing two things at once, which I have been able to do in the past, usually not for long periods of time, but I've usually been able to do that. So I think today I really want to do at least a brain dump so that I can get all the feelings of this project, of Project Crime, out and into a notebook before I can start like rearranging things and deciding things. But I also want to at least try to get another 10 chapters, and that's just today. I'm hoping to finish her notes by the end of tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a little bit busier, and I should probably get up early tomorrow to kind of get everything done. I haven't talked about like the books I've been reading lately, but since it's near Halloween, I was really in the mood for like a paranormal romance, and I have this entire series, and I've only read like the first book a few years ago, and I got too busy. Even though I loved it, I got too busy and I couldn't like continue on. And I find that with these paranormal romances, like my favorite ones, like the Fever series and the Shifter series by Rachel Vincent, I need to read them all. Like I need to binge them. Those become my favorite. And I know this series has the potential to being like one of my favorites. So I'm rereading the first book, which is Blood Rights, and it's by Kristen Painter. And it's about vampires and courtesans, and the main two, the hero and the heroine. It's really slow burn, and I love it. And I love the backstory of like the vampire lore, because I mean I love vampires, but I'm really critical about how they're portrayed. For this one, they're all from different, all the vampires are from like 5 houses, and from those 5 houses were descendants from really creepy characters, real life people from history. So like Vlad the Impaler is head of one of the houses, but they're all dead, or at least I think they are. Elizabeth Bathory, Rasputin, and I think I kind of forget one of the other ones, the other 2. One of them was like super into alchemy. Saint Germain, maybe? I don't know. I just really love that like backstory of it. I'm about halfway through it right now, and then I'm gonna try to quickly finish that by the end of the weekend as well. I have a lot of plans this weekend. So that is my plan for the weekend. So I have about maybe an hour, because I'm gonna go to Michael's first because they open at 10. So I'm gonna work on Marina's notes for about 20 to 25 minutes, and then I'm gonna finish getting ready, and then I'm gonna go to Michael's. Okay, so I am about to head out, but I wanted to show you guys, I got this jacket and I'm like absolutely in love with it. It's cargo green, it's a duster, so it's a little bit longer, and I'm in love with it. And I always make sure I get these like fall jackets that look like, my mom makes fun of me when I say this, but if the apocalypse were to come, would I look cute in the jacket that I plan to wear running? And I think this is a winner. This is also why I kind of wanted to go out today. I wanted to show off how good my coat looked. The last thing that I need to figure out is what mask to wear. Probably not gonna be this one because that's too matchy from the sweatshirt I'm wearing. Gray is kind of boring right now. I guess this would match. That's on brand. So these ones are actually from Old Navy. Old Navy has my favorite like affordable masks. They're $12.50 for 5 of them, which I think is a really good deal. But then I also have like this one that I got from a shop that I really like. I haven't worn this one yet. I like how masks have become like the new accessory. Some of these are from like my Nana that she got at Kohl's. Here's another one that I got at a shop. I love this one. Yep. I think I'm gonna go with the cheetah one today because I think that one will match what I'm wearing.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
Okay, so it was a little embarrassing that the person in Barnes & Noble who checked me out knew who I was. So I'd show you guys real quick the books that I got. I did so much damage at the mall today. I did not mean to do that. A Heart of Blood and Ashes romance book, and I also got Blood of Zeus romance book. So I'm not gonna be reading them right now because I'm reading that paranormal romance, but I had a gift card to Barnes & Noble, so I thought that's not really any money out of my pocket. I also went to Best Buy to kind of look at their laptops because mine's been running really slow, and I think it's kind of on its last, so I kind of want to get a new one before it completely craps out, because that's always a really stressful time with laptops when that happens.
You fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away, standing on a field with...
Okay, not to turn this into a reading vlog, but I forgot how much I loved vampire stories, and especially this one, since I have read this first book already, but I kind of forget everything that happened in it. The vampire lore details are hands down my favorite I've read in a book ever. Usually a hallmark of the paranormal romance is that the main couple are gonna get together, but it's just like how they're gonna get together, and a lot of them do slow burn, where things are preventing them from becoming a couple for several books. At least that's what I usually hope for, because I tend to like the chase. So the longer it takes for them to get together is my favorite, and all like the little moments where things almost happen are like drugs for me. The main girl character is a Camore, or Camare. I know it's probably French, but I'm butchering it. But basically, they are a subset of humans that have really great blood for vampires. She had to ditch her patron because her patron ended up dying and she's being framed for his murder. So she ends up getting his help from another vampire who's like on the outs with everybody. And he's cursed, so he's actually doubly cursed, but I'm only gonna talk about one of his curses because it is perfect. He killed his sire, so because he killed his sire, he is cursed that everything that he bites into or tries to drink from, he has to drain them, so he will kill them. Her blood is obviously really intoxicating for him. He can't ever bite her because he'll kill her, and he doesn't want to do that because he's starting to fall in love with her because he's helping her and he's fucking weak without human blood. She pricks herself and like gives him a glass of her blood and says, here, drink it. But because he's not drinking from the vein, she doesn't get the benefits of having a vampire feed on her, which is becoming stronger, aging slower, and kind of getting vampire traits like seeing in the dark and stuff like that, because she gets that through a vampire's saliva when they bite into this person. I'm just really trying to sell you guys on trying to read this book because I love it. Well, another way that she was able to get the saliva was if they have a kiss, like if he kisses her. So she's like, listen, you need to kiss me so that I can get the benefits too. It was such a good kiss that they're really weird around each other now. In like a weird way, it has upped their tension even more because I just love it. I just love it so much. I'm starting to remember a lot of the things now as I'm getting towards the end. I forgot how much I love this couple. I'm actually getting a little hungry and I got Mexican last night, so I got a lot of it with the intention of having it again tonight for dinner. So I'm going to heat some of that up, and I might put on a horror movie because it's October and I'm feeling like I want to watch a horror movie. Do I kind of want to watch Interview with a Vampire? It's been a couple years since I've seen it. Ooh, tonight could get interesting because that is like the perfect vibe of like what I'm feeling right now. Now I think I'm really into vampires because I just ended up saving 4 to my queue. I have Interview with a Vampire down there because I think that's what I'm gonna watch first, but I also have Coppola's Dracula, which I haven't seen since I was in college, and then I have Dracula Untold, which I know that it didn't do very well, but honestly, to me, it gives me off Van Helsing and Hansel and Gretel vibes, and I love those movies, so I'm probably gonna love this too. Also, I love Luke Evans, and then I also put Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter on here as well because I haven't seen that one. I think I'm falling down a vampire vortex. I'm not mad about it, but I feel like this writing vlog is turning into something completely different. So I have run into a conundrum. How I kind of framed this brain dump. So first I started with the movie that I was inspired by, and I wrote down the things that I really liked about the movie and what was the reasons why I kind of wanted to pull things from it, I guess. That sounds like I'm copying, but you know, like what were the things that I liked in it that I wanted to replicate in mine. So I did that, and then I wrote down fragments of what I already have. And then the biggest thing I needed to figure out was the setting. Like, what era am I modeling this after? And I don't know if it's because I'm gonna be working with organized crime. I kept circling back to the fact that it feels modern. And I'm like, and I said this in past videos, I'm trying to make it a fantasy, a YA fantasy setting. And I just don't know if I can blend organized crime with fantasy, mainly because I don't know what the setting is. What time period am I basing this world off of? I still need to infuse the gritty feeling of organized crime, and I kept circling back to, is this a urban fantasy? Is this an adult urban fantasy? But the thing is that my writing, the voice, is very YA. I'm just like, really? confused now. This was supposed to help me, this brain dump, and it's left me more confused because now I'm thinking, is this an adult urban fantasy? And that just doesn't, I don't want it to be. I'm gonna do some more writing and thinking about this. And I don't know if it's just because I'm reading one, even though I'm reading a paranormal romance, but fuck, I'm just so confused right now. While I'm doing this, I'm currently watching Dracula Untold. I have about 20 minutes left in it. It's alright. It's not my favorite of these kind of movies, but it's not terrible like people thought it was. So maybe in the next 20 minutes I can figure something else out. But I'm about to turn the page, so I'm glad that I'm getting all this stuff out at least. Okay, whew. I don't have to worry about what I was just talking about before. I figured it out. For Sharp Hollows, a lot of you guys know that I was inspired by the Industrial Revolution of America, and honestly, I'm gonna kind of pull from that again in a different way that I was doing it with Sharp Hollows, because honestly with Sharp Hollows they were only in that setting for like the first 2 chapters, but I find like the East Coast from America really fascinating, of like the whole Industrial Revolution. This is like the most fascinating thing for me in American history. So that's what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be very Gangs of New York-y. Maybe I should watch that movie. I do have that movie, but I haven't seen it in a while. And I think this can work with this one and with like the YA fantasy setting. Okay, I feel like I'm back on the right track. I got really, really far away from the centralized theme of the story. So, okay, I'm back on it. I'm gonna be using that as a setting, and it's gonna be really fun because I'll be in like that whole setting for the entire book, and I'm excited. And that will fit so well with the organized crime, because that was pretty much the birthplace of American organized crime. Yeah, I'm gonna hammer out the setting just a little bit more. I might get to characters tonight, might not. I'm kind of tired. It's I think it's midnight by now. Oh, it's 11:43, and so I have 2 of the characters already completely fleshed out. I have the boy character and his best friend. I've only had flashes of the main girl character. And the thing is, I don't know her as well. I do plan to write this in a dual perspective, so it's going to be both told in the main girl characters and the male boy characters' point of views. And I'm excited for that, because I haven't really wrote a true dual perspective with a heavy romance subplot yet, and I'm excited for this. Okay, good morning. It is Sunday, and right now it is about 11:15, and I've been up for about a few hours. I woke up, I did some reading because now I only have 50 pages left of that book. I had some breakfast, and I watched like 3 episodes of Gossip Girl because the cliffhangers just kept me going. So now I'm back in my office, and I'm going to spend the rest of the morning editing, and I also, around 2 o'clock, I'm going out on a walk with my friend. It's getting colder, so we're not able to go early in the morning like we used to. We have to wait till it gets like a little bit warmer out. And then after that, I plan to head on over to the grocery store, get groceries for the week, and then I gotta cook later because I'm going to be making mini quesadillas for lunch this week, so I need to get the chicken for that and the toppings for that, and then I'm going to be having pasta for dinner. So I have a ton of pasta in my pantry, but I have everything that I need for pasta because I'm going to be making my marinara sauce. So those are the 2 things I'm going to be making today. You've already seen me make the chicken. It's the same chicken that I made in a couple of writing vlogs ago. I don't even know if you guys like those time lapses when I do cooking my food. I just have like found like a really joy of cooking this year. Mainly it's because like I have never cooked a lot prior to this year of making my own food, meal prepping, and being healthy. So I'm just really proud of like, oh, I can actually make these things even though this week is not a very difficult thing to do. I really don't know if I'm going to be able to finish edits for Cruel Family by the end of tonight. I'm on chapter 23 out of 41. I don't know what I'm going to do after this edit. I feel like I still need people to read it because I'm just like very self-conscious that what I've written isn't good. I just don't know what I'm gonna do yet with after this draft is done. I was like laughing this morning about like how I felt like I spiraled into an existential crisis with this project last night, but no, I'm like totally cool. I know this was always supposed to be a YA, but I was just getting confused. In the shower and I was thinking, you know, because it's really cold outside right now, so I was like, you know how cozy it would be to just like curl up with a glass of wine and light a candle and do some reading before I start cooking, because I'm only on step 1 of my hair care routine and I need to let what's in it to like sit for a little bit before I can add the gel. And I was like, but girl, contrary to popular belief, I don't drink a lot unless I'm with friends. So I was like, I don't even know if I have anything in the house besides hard liquor, which I've had since I moved in, and White Claws. Don't ask. You know, I'll feel fancy and put some of the White Claws into a wine tumbler and drink from that. Sky Daddy answered my prayers because I just opened up the fridge and I found an unopened bottle of Pink Moscato, which is my favorite wine. And I don't know when I bought this. It had to have been pre-COVID because I haven't bought or drank any alcohol since Mexico in March. I am just like so happy. This is a good Sunday night, guys. Extend this writing vlog. I'm exhausted. I forgot how much cooking takes so much energy out of me. Tomorrow is a work day for me, but I'm gonna bring you guys along doing a writing vlog for the day anyway because I want to, and I feel like I still need to make this more Preptober. Good morning, it is Monday. I'm currently working for my day job. This morning didn't go quite as how I wanted it to. I'm really tired. I think it's because of the weather shift and the transition from daylight savings time or whatever is happening on the weekend this weekend. I'm having a hard time shifting, if that makes sense. I did end up working out this morning, so I'll have to do that after work instead. The time that it usually takes me to work out, I ended up editing Cruel Family. So that's like the one good thing that happened for screwing up my morning routine schedule. Yeah. I'm looking down at my laptop and like 5 more emails just popped in, so I better get going. It is Tuesday, and honestly, I'm in such a better mood than I was in yesterday. I feel like it was just not a good day for me yesterday, and I haven't felt like that off in a really long time. I ended up like not filming for like the rest of the day because I just wasn't feeling it and I wasn't feeling myself. I woke up today, started a new workout program, felt really great about that, and I think maybe that like gave me like my mood a boost. So I didn't do any nano prep yesterday, but I did do a few more chapters in Cruel Family before I went to sleep. I actually only have 5 more chapters left to go through, and I do have to rewrite the ending again. I feel like I've changed it with every draft. It's just like the dialogue between her and one of these characters I've had to keep changing because nothing has felt right. But a couple nights ago, I kind of had an epiphany of how I do need to end it, and it just made me really excited to scratch the dialogue that I already had in place and to rewrite it. So I definitely plan to do that today and close another chapter on revision, another draft for Cruel Family. Okay, so here's the quesadilla I made. Here it is. On the inside, it's just some chicken, some cheese, onions, some green and red bell peppers. It's on a white corn tortilla. Not my favorite. I prefer flour, but this is the recommended just to be a little bit healthier, so that's what I'm doing. I finished revisions on Cruel Family again. I rewrote the ending. I definitely love the ending better than I have ever written it before. Oh, also, so I sent this next draft to my Kindle. I actually have like the new title, but I'm not quite sure if I'm going to keep it, so I'm going to cover that. But it looks pretty official, and I'm like... So, yeah, that's chapter 1. I guess I really don't care if you guys read that, because you really can't get anything from that, can you? So the reason why I sent it to my Kindle was that since I'm done making like major restructural changes, I wanted to kind of just send it to my Kindle and kind of read it as a reader and get like those reactions out of it. So that's why I sent it to my Kindle. Grab a notebook and a pen, light this candle, and just kind of have a chill night. So it is Thursday, and I know I have to wrap up this writing vlog at some point, but I want to try to get good footage and good groundwork into my NaNo novel yet, and I haven't. So thankfully it's Thursday, which means it is Kevin and Laura's live stream. We're almost done with the first sprint, and have I been working on my NaNo project? Absolutely not. So what I'm currently doing is I'm listening to some new music, and I'm just like really in a good music mood, so that's why I have my headphones on. If I'm talking loud, I'm sorry. What I'm currently doing is reading my own damn book. I'm still reading Cruel Family. This is only day 2 of reading it, and I'm trying to finish, I'm going to try to finish by tomorrow because I'm reading it quickly to catch continuity errors. I'm at 50% right now, and basically what I'm doing is, I'm going to show you, I'm using my notebook here. So what I'm doing is that I'm writing down each chapter and I'm jotting down the things that I'm noticing while I'm reading so that when I finish it, I can go back to my computer and I can find those things again and change it. It's mostly nothing too big, like, again, continuity things, characteristics that were like one of her cousins. In the beginning, I had her have hazel eyes. Towards the end of the book, she has blue eyes, so gotta fix that because I'm reading it quickly, so I'm noticing these things more. I don't know if I should vary my sprinting tonight. The music I'm listening to is just like recommendations, so if I hear a song that I like and it fits with either Cruel Family or Project Crime, I'm adding it to that playlist. So it is Friday and I have a couple more hours of work left, so I'm going to try to get in as much work as I can because my to-do list is still very long and this has just been a really stressful week for me, but I'm hoping to do some prep work. Thankfully my Kindle's dead, so I have to charge it. I'm kind of using that as an excuse not to keep reading because I do need to do NaNo prep work, and this is the last day of the vlog because tomorrow is Halloween and I'm starting my NaNo week 1 vlog tomorrow. So to commit to the randomness of this vlog, I'm trying to decide for Christmas what I should do what kind of banner I should find on Amazon to cut apart and glue onto pages for Christmas. It is going to be silver, white, and pink in here, so keep that in mind. If you have any ideas, let me know. Okay, haha, I'm in another mood again where I'm just really, the weather, the seasonal depression is really getting to me. I gotta end the vlog here because tomorrow's Halloween and that's where I'm starting my new vlog for the first week of NaNo. So you're really gonna see something for the first week of NaNo since I am very ill prepared and nothing has been prepared for it besides writing down a page and a half of notes. Not looking promising. I'm really stressed out about my actual day job right now, so I think that's also affecting my mood as well. I just have a lot going on at work, but hope your guys' prep went a lot better than mine, and I will see you guys in my next vlog. Bye!